Hello and welcome back to another garage video. It's been a while. You'll have to excuse me, I'm just getting over being sick, so my voice is a bit raspy and whatever. I had a bit of a flu for the whole last week, but anyway, I thought I'd give you guys an update. Not a lot has happened, but yeah, we got some new tyres on the rear since New Year's. They're just 235s, they're stretched on there a bit. They're another new Chinese brand I haven't tried before, Power Track. They're actually not bad. They're quite predictable. Once they're warmed up, they've got a little bit of grip, but when they're cold, they're useless. They're a lot better than the cheap 255s I had before, which used to tramline everywhere. These ones seem to just track straight, which is nice. We've got a new alternator on as of today. So I had an issue last week for when I went to overtake someone, and the voltage has sort of been a bit on the low side. It drops down to 12 or 11 sometimes with the old alternator. Anyway, I went to overtake someone, and the old alternator just said no to life, and I lost power and got the typical 3 lights on the dash, so the regulator went in it. And it's weird because it was a Bosch alternator, which is here, that's only about 3 years old, so, it's a bit weird, but you can hear, I'll just stop this here, hopefully you can hear the noise it's been making. So there's something wrong in there, it's a bit worn. But anyway, that was the Bosch unit. I've now replaced it with the JLEC unit that Golby's sell, which is a lovely unit. I got a new bit of wiring here. It came with a larger pulley on the front, so I've had to change the belt. I went from a 6PK 1970, and this is now a 6PK 1995, and that fits fine. I'll replace this cable here, just in case. I've got a new one, the oval to the round plug. I did find I had a bit of corrosion on the inside of this on the loom side. I did try my best to clean it out and blow it out. I think there's still a bit in there. I'd like to repin that actually, so it gets a really good connection, because I still have a very slight battery light that shows up on the dash. It's only very dim, so it's either that or the alternator fuse here, the 120 amp one, and we'll have a look at that and I'll show you why. I went to pull it out today, but I didn't realise it was screwed in. God, this thing's annoying. Come on. There we go. So I did notice this today. So I've got a little bit of corrosion here on the, if it'll focus, come on. But yeah, you can see that blue corrosion. It's just not ideal. But this thing's 27 years old or something, so it was brittle as hell. As soon as I touched it, the whole thing just collapsed. But I've already got a new one on order. I'll have to pull this fuse box out, and it's got a couple of screws in the bottom, and I'll replace that one and hopefully fix my issue. But yeah, that little bit of corrosion's not great, so I'm going to change that. What else have we changed? Stop the leak here with the Worley radiator. The threads here aren't great, but I've repaired that so it doesn't leak anymore. Yeah, it's otherwise been running pretty good. I haven't put a lot of Ks on it at all. So, yeah, just limited driving around. I've entered a competition with MCA to win some coilovers, which would be awesome. I did tell them I was interested in the comfort ones, but they're doing them for sport, but they might do comfort ones later. They did tell me. So either way, I'm easy. If I get the sport ones, I'll just wind them right down, and they should be okay for the roads out here. Otherwise, the rest of the car's been performing really well. Just the tyres are getting a bit tired, and on the front, they're a bit old. New ones are on the back, fine. But yeah, I haven't had. It's been really good. I still haven't replaced or removed that filter, but it seems to function fine. Actually, a thing I did notice today, I've got a lot more power now when I took it for a drive because of that alternator. Way more torque because it's obviously getting the right amount of voltage and power amperage to the coil packs and ignition. So yeah, it was quite a big difference. And it seemed to hold boost a lot nicer. So yeah, that alternator was holding me back a little bit. Yeah, so not much else to cover on it. Just a little quick video today. So yeah, and my first video in 4K. So I hope you enjoy. I'll keep you guys updated. Should get some new suspension soon, and I'll be doing little bits and pieces of just maintenance stuff on it over the next month or so. We'll see how she goes. Yeah, righto. Have a good one. Cheers.